everyone, I hope you all are doing great. Thank you so much for your amazing responses on the question that we asked in the last video, that in your opinion, what's more important, to save a relationship or to save those two individuals involved in a relationship? We received messages, mails, and especially those mails wherein you've expressed your emotional turmoil and your own experiences in your relationship. Thank you so very much. Some of the people, or I would say majority of the people, have shared this opinion that it's more important to save those two individuals in a relationship. However, there have been some who've said that it's important to save your relationship, and some have also opined that it's important equally to save yourself and to save your relationship. There was an amazing comment by Mrs. Paul, 65 years of age, a joyful woman. She said that make sure that you save the color of your hair. So what she meant by this is that when you grow old, when you literally have gray hair and you look back at the years you've spent together as a relationship, in a relationship, how you've evolved together, are there any regrets or it's full of joy and happiness? So thank you for all your comments. And what I've observed is that there have been two extremes wherein, saving the individuals and saving the relationships. And this is more or less like a good age gap between these two people who've, shared their opinions. Maybe, nowadays we are a little more practical. We know that if we are happy, and then only we can keep others happy. And the people who've been, surviving all those unhappy relationships also, they've been trained or conditioned like that. That's just really very important to save your relationships because of all the morals, the values, the traditions, the family's reputation attached to it. And there can be so many other reasons. So let's just take an example that, how we've been conditioned when we were a child. What all we've seen in our parents' relationship, in our grandparents' relationships, and whatever was around us in our environment, our family, friends, our relatives, friends, parents, and so many people as a couple we've come across. So what were our observations when we were young, when we were just growing, and how these people have dealt with their relationships, that has an impact on us. And we know what to do with ourselves when we grow or something like this happens in our life. With due respect to all these opinions, I personally feel that there are a couple of elements that are very important in any relationship, be it any relationship. The first and foremost is your trust, respect for each other, that honesty and transparency, accepting each other the way we are, accountability, and that space, having and needing your space and giving the space to the other person. Then comes your acknowledgement of all the small little things that we do for each other. We generally feel that in the beginning of the relationship, we have that more. And with the passage of time, it decreases. And, that's where the charm loses. So acknowledging each other's efforts and responding to them in a very healthy manner is really important. Above all is the pattern of communication we have with each other. Healthy communication is the key to a healthy, happy, joyful relationship. It can be any relationship for that matter. The way we express ourselves to the other person, the way we listen the other person, the empathy we have, that non-judgmental approach of expressing oneself that we have for each other can build our relationship very, very strong. So I hope most of us try and implement all these in our relationships, but sometimes when all these elements go haywire and we're not able to track what to do, how to do, and it is getting toxic, if that affects your mental health, if that affects your day-to-day functioning of life, your physical well-being, then that's a red alert. Then you have to make sure that what is it that you need to bring in yourself, if there's any change that you need to implement in your own self, or if you can communicate that what is it that you expect from the other person, and on a very healthy note, instead of having an argument, what can be a better way to communicate that well, whether you stay in that relationship in the long run or no, whether you part ways or no. It's always good to communicate what you feel for each other, or what is it that is in sync or not in sync in your relationship. Just say that out, but how you express that is very important. I have seen people being in relationship just for the sake of society or the relatives and the family, Or maybe, there is a kind of benefit, we receive that benefit from each other. So what benefits they are driving from each other, that keeps them stay in the relationship in the long run. And they're couple who not even officially in any official relationship, I would say, but all these elements are beautifully ingrained in their relationship, and they take a stand for each other, they know each other, they understand each other, and they do everything for each other. So it's not only the name that is required in a relationship to survive it, to keep it maintained, it's these elements which help you grow in a relationship. I hope I've been able to, bring all your ideas, your thoughts, your sharings through the mails in this video. If there are more elements that you can put in, you're always welcomed with your own thoughts and ideas. We would love to hear, we would love to share the same. On that note, I feel work upon your relationship, but it's equally important to work upon yourself. If it is destroying your own self, no relationship can work better if you have to destroy yourself completely. So it's very, very personal and subjective topic related to your own personal choices, your circumstances, your needs, your emotions, your values, your ethics, your surroundings, and so much more. Always make a choice that is the best for you, because you are the best judge for your own life. Nobody else can ever be a decision maker for you. And whatever decisions you make, be proud of it. Take a stand for it and be happy for it. Do not have regrets ever for your own decisions. Live them up. Thank you so very much. Have a great day.